I'm Dana. Welcome to Tools and Tips to Owning Your Worth. I am an intuitive healer, and I use many modalities to help the people that come in my office to heal. I have recently had a lot of the same theme coming in, and I really want to share it with all of you because it is a very important time of reflection, both astrologically but also planetarily. We have in the northern hemisphere just entered into autumn, and in the southern hemisphere just entered into spring. So it's a time for change. It's a time for self-reflection. It's a time for review. And lately, I have had a lot of people who are trying to heal from things that have happened in their past. So the tool that I want to present to you, and what I'm hoping is, please add in the comments if you need more information on it or it's a little bit confusing. But what I'd like to do is kind of talk you through how to make friends with and take care of and love all the former versions of yourself, okay? So let's start by taking you down memory lane. If you could all remember what it felt like for you to be in high school. We'll just pick high school because, you know, everybody has been the age of 14 to 18. So sometime in there, pick 14 to 18. As we go through puberty, we have a lot of situations that come up, and it imprints in us. Okay, it's a real thing, it's a cellular imprint, and it impacts us going forward for the rest of our lives, subconsciously, okay? Because we're still in those nurturing, learning years of life. So if you could please close your eyes, pick either a situation or an age, or like a spectrum of time. I'd like you to picture yourself at that age or in that situation. And then being the person that you are now, today, I would encourage you to have a conversation with the older version of yourself, okay? So we are all our best and most loving adults to ourselves. And so can you have a loving, accepting, non-judgmental, non-shaming conversation with high school version of you around either the event that you thought of or the age that you thought of? Can you nurture that version of yourself, telling yourself that you're only doing the very best you can with the information that you have? Reminding that version of yourself that puberty is really difficult, and for all the money in the world, none of us would probably go back to it. And telling yourself that, hey, you know, now when I'm 50 or 40 or 30 or 80, guess what? You know, I'm grateful for those situations and those events because they helped shape the person I am today. This is one example, one nugget of a spectrum of tools that I use a lot of the time, both in my office and in my own personal growth. So I would invite you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and spend some time reflecting on the most significant times in your life. Very positive, or times when you really struggled, or you really learned a lot. Maybe the lessons were very difficult. And then, if you can, and it doesn't have to be during meditation, it can be just reflecting, you know, different 5 minutes of silence, 5 minutes alone with yourself. I would encourage you to talk to those versions. I like to picture myself at those ages and just spend some time communing and loving up those versions of yourself. And pretty soon what you'll start having happen is a newfound sense of peace and ease residing within you, within your heart, within that self-talk. You'll start to question yourself less. Your confidence will go up because it's almost as if we're aligning all the versions of ourselves. And it all begins with love, forgiveness, non-shaming, non-judgmental conversation. So again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you to my subscribers. If you do have additional questions, please leave them in the comments, and I can always come back around on this topic. If you're new and you like this episode, please consider subscribing. And to all of you, until next time, namaste.